The book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verses 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right. Giving all honor and praises to the Most High Yahweh and his Son Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. Shalom to the elect of the house of Israel, which consists of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and natives. All right, so I wanted to go into some scriptures. All right, because the wicked is being revealed. All right, the wicked will be Edom. Okay. All right, Edom, who we know as the so-called white man. All right, and they're being revealed for who they actually are. And if you can't see this, that these people are wicked, they're thieves, they're robbers, they're murderers. I don't know what to tell you, but it's very radiant right now. Okay, and we living in some prophetical times right now. All right, a lot of prophecies are unfolding as we speak. You can't make this up. This Bible is a very real book. Okay, and this man is being revealed for who he actually is. Okay, once again, this is the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2, verses 8, and I'm gonna read down a little bit. Okay, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, so the wicked is being revealed. The wicked is Edom. All right, the so-called white man. Okay, so he has to be revealed. Okay, all right, in his time. Okay, he's being revealed at his time right now. Matter of fact, okay. I'm gonna go to verse 6. All right, and now ye know, Salakia, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Okay, and he's being revealed in his time. All right, the devil, okay, the evil, violent, and wicked man is being revealed in his time right now. All right, and this is how you know that his end is coming, man. All right, so we at the end of his reign. Okay, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that followed. All right, so we're at the end of Esau's world. Okay, and he has to be revealed before his world ends. Okay, all right, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. Okay, going on back to 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And how is that being done? It's being done through the prophets. Okay, starting with the men of Great Millstone. Okay, on down, which I actually learned this truth from. All right, so the Most High is putting on the prophets, okay, to break down these scriptures and how they're supposed to be broke down. All right, in its raw and unedited form. Okay, all right, you're only going to learn the mysteries, okay, and the breakdowns from the prophets. Okay, this is the only ones you're going to learn this Bible from. This is who the Lord is dealing with in these last days. All right, so this wicked is being revealed, okay, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, only through the prophets. All right, the prophets are the Lord's mouthpiece. The Lord is putting the spirit on the prophets to bring out these scriptures. All right, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Okay, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, and who's doing the bit of Satan on this earth? Okay, all right, there's a man on this earth who's doing the bidding of Satan. All right, and following after works of Satan. This is the so-called white man. This is him. Okay, causing all type of hell on this earth. Constant wars back to back, bloodshed. Okay, you can't make this up. All right, this has been going on for a while, and it's still going on, and it's going to go on until they time end. All right, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, lying wonders, AI. Okay, listen, it's so much. This man bring forth nothing but lies. Matter of fact, he's the father of all lies. Okay, I believe that John chapter 8 verses 44 goes into that. All right, this devil, which is the so-called white man, he's the father of lies. All right, he naturally, he listen when he speaks. Okay, matter of fact, let me go to that. Because when he speaks, this is his natural tongue. You can't make this up, man. Okay, these people stole so much from us, you know, stole inventions from us. And you would really think that they the one that brought the invention when it was really our people. But these people, they naturally steal and they just naturally lie. It's just in them to do that. So let me go to the scripture. The book of John chapter 8 verses 44. All right. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, watch this. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Okay, and this is talking about the so-called white man. Now the Messiah was talking to our people right here. Okay, but who was he talking about? Okay, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. Okay, the lust of your father you will do. What is that? Kill. Okay, all right, murder. All right, lie. Okay, and a lot of our people do belong to the devil, man. It is what it is. All right, ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him, and there is no truth. All right, and who we know is the so-called white man. Okay, they're natural born liars. It is what it is. Why you think every time you turn around, you find out that we have been nothing but lied to, man? All right, our whole history, you know, they hide from us, you know, and even the stuff that they do bring forth, you find out it was a lie, such as like them going to the moon. Okay, that never happened. That's a damn lie, and they got it still in the books, you know, as they the first people that ever landed on the moon, when that never happened. Okay, teaches that humans evolved from apes and monkeys. Okay, they actually put this in textbooks in school. All right, this man is a natural born liar. Every war, okay, that they've been to, you know, they'll try to make it seem like the other nation was the one that started it when it was actually them. Okay, they call the other nations terrorists, but they're the real terrorists. Now I can go on forever, man. Okay, but this is him. This is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. All right, this is the man that's following after the works of Satan. Okay, he was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. Okay, he's the father of all lies. It is what it is, man. He's being revealed in these last days. So when you see the prophets going in on a so-called white man, all right, you know, our people be like, damn, why they keep talking about the white man like that? Well, he has to be revealed. Okay, the Lord put it on our spirit to reveal this man. Okay, all right, he has to be exposed. All right, let's go to some more scriptures. Okay, the book of 2 Thessalonians, all right, chapter 2, okay, verse 9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. All right, this man is a very unrighteous and deceivable man, man. All right, it is what it is, man. And you know, his characteristics show. All right, you see what Trump doing. You see, listen, they've been doing this for forever, man. This ain't nothing new. So if you thinking this is something new, you really don't know the history of these people. You got to look at the pattern. Okay. All right. Though they might say they're nothing like their forefathers, well, I'll let you answer that yourself. That's deceit in itself. That's a lie in itself. Okay, these people have not changed, man, and we let me go to Matthew, because we can't be fooled anymore. Listen, the only ones that's going to be fooled is the ones that the Lord has blinders on. Okay, Romans 11 go into that. Okay, that the Lord gave them the spirit of blindness and that they should not hear and that they cannot see. So you're going to think people like me, we racist and stuff like that, when we're actually bringing out the true truth. All right, and exposing this man for who he is. All right, if you can't see this, the Lord can't be dealing with you, because you would see this. You wouldn't even take offense to this because it's the truth. All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 7. All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 7. I want to go to verses 16 to 18. All right, the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verses 16 to 18. Okay, ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Okay? Do you hear that? Okay? All right? Ye shall know them by their fruits. So you're going to know a person by their fruits. You're going to know a nation by their fruits and what they do. Okay? Just like Esau. All right? Just like, which is the devil the Bible speaks of. When you see their history, what do you see? You see nothing but rape, robbery, murder. Okay? When you look at their rap sheet, when you look at their history unto this day, what do you see? Do you see anything good about this man? What do you see? Okay, you can't make this up. All right, the scriptures is plain on this, man. All right, these are the Messiah's words. All right, ye shall know them by their fruits. Okay, what do they produce? Okay, what kind of people are these people? Are they good people? Are they evil people? Okay, all right, watch this. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Okay, and these people have been corrupt since the beginning. Okay, it's in them to be corrupt. Okay, it's in them to be evil. Okay, when you see the things that they did to our people and how they proud, how they literally say in front of your face that they're proud of their nation. You know, they're proud to be an American. You know, they're proud of their history. Even though all the evil stuff that's been done to us, they're proud. This goes to show what kind of people these people are. Okay, you can't make this up, man. All right? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Okay, and they can't do nothing but bring evil because they are evil. It is what it is. Okay? Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Okay, so they can't bring good fruit because it's not in them to do that. All right, these people are naturally evil. All right, they're naturally wicked. Okay, and we got to come to the realization of that. Okay, this is how the Lord made these people, man. It is what it is. Okay, a good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. So if you're looking for these people to change, thinking the change going to come, okay, that's actually going against the scriptures. Okay, all right, that's how the Lord set these people up to be, man. All right, that'll never come out of them, man. All right, let's get some more characteristics on these people, man. Matter of fact, let's go to Micah. Because a lot of y'all got high hopes, okay, that the so-called white man, you know, he's going to change. You know, one day he's going to be a good man. But no, that's not. You're only fooling yourself, man. All right, that's why it's important to understand the scriptures, and you're going to get the understanding of the scriptures through the prophets, man. All right, starting with the men of GMS on down. Okay. All right, you're only going to get the learning from them. All right, the book of Micah, chapter 2, verses 1 to 2. Okay, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. All right, and what people do this, man? Okay, what people do this? Who is this fitting? All right, it says woe. Woe means destruction. All right, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay, so these people, all right, run the earth. Okay, all right, yeah, they got the power to rule the whole earth. They run the earth right now. Matter of fact, we're gonna back that up. Let's go to Psalms chapter 58. Okay, these people run the earth, and they run it in violence. This is what they do with their power. How you run the whole earth? Okay, and we all know it's a white man's world. All right, excuse me. We all know it's a white man's world. Okay, and you run it in wickedness and violence. Okay, just because you run the earth, this is how you want to run it. You don't run it in righteousness. Okay, you don't run it the way it's supposed to be ran. Okay, you run it in wickedness. You run it in evil. Why? Because you're evil people. Okay, this is the book of Psalms chapter 58 verses 2 to 3. Yea, in heart, ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Okay, all right, this is talking about that wicked. This is talking about the wicked man. Okay, which is the so-called white man. Verse 2 again. Yea, in heart, ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Okay, all right, these people run the earth, but they run it in wickedness. Verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And we just read that in the book of John, chapter 8. Okay, all right, this man is the father of all lies. All right, from the womb they do that, and it's just naturally in them. All right, so they run the earth in violence, man. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 9. This is the man that's running the earth. Okay, but sadly for them, sadly for this man, all right, his end is about to come. All right, the villain gotta go, man. All right, wickedness and lies don't last forever, and this is his MO. All right, but he got to go, man. Okay, so this is the book of John, chapter 9, verses 24. Who's running the earth? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who is the wicked? Esau. Okay, all right, the so-called white man. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. And who are the judges? The judges is of our people. Okay, the Messiah, or who you call Jesus. All right, Yahweh Shai. He is a judge. Okay, not just a prophet, not just our savior, but he was a judge too as well. Okay, the judges only come from our people. So these people cover the faces of the judges, meaning they paint over the true people of the Bible. They white out history. Okay, once again, this man is a deceiver and a liar. Okay, and many of our people, all right, think that the Bible is a white man's book all because this man painted over the true people of the Bible. But that's not true. This man has done nothing but deceive the whole world. That's all he did. Okay? All right, so this man is running the earth and he's running it in wickedness and violence. Okay, just like Micah chapter 2 went in on. Okay? Woe to them, back in Micah chapter 2. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Okay? All right, it is in the power of their hand. I want to go to Malachi. Okay, because we got to understand that Esau is the wicked. Okay, I want to go to Malachi chapter 1 verses 4. Okay, the book of Malachi chapter 1 verses 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. Watch this. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had an indignation forever. Okay, Salakia. And the people against whom the Lord has indignation forever. Okay, so who is the wicked? Okay, who's called the border of wickedness? All right, Edom. Okay, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. Yes. All right, Edom, Esau, okay, which means red. So the so-called white man is not white, he's red. Okay, all right, this is the wicked that the Bible is speaking about. Okay, and their time of reign is coming to an end. But I want to go into some more characteristics of these people, man, because we seeing all the stuff that's going on. Like, damn, every time you turn around, these people taking over different lands. You know, this man talking about taking over Greenland. Okay, he's talking about, taking over Colombia. You know, and all that. This is their MO. This is what they do. We're gonna get into some scriptures proving that. All right, I want to go to the book of Psalms, chapter 36. All right, these people are, they cover it up with imperialists or imperialism. Let's just call it what it is. These people are thieves. They're robbers. You can try to pretty up the word all you want. That's just what it is. That's all they do is pretty it up with a word. That's all they do. But this is who these people really are. Okay? Matter of fact, John chapter 10, verses 10. Matter of fact, let me go to that first. Okay, I got a couple of scriptures popping in my head that I didn't even write down. All right? The book of John, chapter 10, verses 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. Okay? What did this thief do? Okay, this is the so-called white man. The thief cometh not, but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. And this is their whole MO. This is their whole history unto this day. Okay, these people are thieves, okay? Killers, murderers, destroyers. That's all they ever did was destroy the earth, man. And thief every damn thing they got. Everything they got it through thievery, through robbery, through murder. That's just what they do. It's in them to do that. Okay, because that's who they are. All right? The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it in more abundantly. All right, and that's the Messiah. That's why we need our Savior, because he's going to bring life. He's going to bring peace. These people running the earth right now, and they running in wickedness and violence. Okay? This is why we need this man to come out of rulership. We need the Messiah to come in. Okay, this man got to go. Okay, that's all he does is bring misery on the earth. Even his own people, okay, feel some type of way about him. Okay? All right, they're tired of his own. They're tired of his shit. It is what it is. You got his own people mad as hell. All right? And they seeing all the wickedness he doing. You got ICE shooting people up. You know what I mean? Snatching people out their cars. Listen, your own people are feeling some type of way about you. Matter of fact, all right, because this is why we need the Messiah to come in, man. This is why we need that. This man got to go. I want to go to Proverbs chapter 29. Once again, man, I got scriptures popping in my head. All right, I ain't even write down. This is why this man has to go. Okay? Watch this. The book of Proverbs, all right, chapter 29, verses 2. Okay? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You hear that? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Who is the righteous? The righteous will be us. Okay? The children of Israel, the real children of Israel, the real Jews and Israelites. Okay? So when we get in rule, all right, it's going to be peace on earth. Everything is going to be how it's supposed to be running. The earth is going to be ran in its proper course, in its proper form. No more war, no more bloodshed. Okay? All right, no more fake food, no more fake fruit, no more diseases, none of that. Okay, but when this man runs the earth, who is the wicked, everybody's in mourning. Even his own people are in mourning. Okay, you even oppress your own people. Hey, it is what it is, man. All right, this man got to go. All right, so like I said, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to go to Psalms 36. All right, because this man has to be revealed for who he really is. And the scriptures reveal who he is. All right, so I'm going to go to Psalms chapter 36. All right, and I'm going to read verses 1 to 4. All right, the book of Psalms chapter 36, verses 1 to 4. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of Yahweh before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He has left off to be wise and to do good. He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. Okay? All right? He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. So these people don't abhor evil. They don't hate evil. In fact, they love it. And they practice it on their bed. While they on their bed, they thinking about evil. Thinking about the next country they're about to go take over and who they got to kill to get it. Okay? Just like they just did in Venezuela. Okay? Killed a number of men. All right? I'm hearing that no American troops were killed. Okay? They didn't even have to go that far. All right? But that's just what these people do, man. All right? Just like how they had to get the land of America with our people that was already over here, the northern kingdom that was already over here, Gad. Okay? They befriended our people. Okay? They befriended our people and our people felt comfortable around them. They made our people feel nice, smooth, you know what I mean, at ease, and that's when they killed them, man. All right, you can't make this up. Let's go to some more scriptures. All right. All right, verse 3. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He has left off to be wise and to do good. All right, we read them scriptures already, man. This is a deceitful man. All right, this is the worker of iniquity, man. Nothing good about these people. This is why they got to come out of rulership. All right, this is why their world has to end. All right, so when the scriptures talk, when you hear people talking about the world is going to end, it's not talking about it's not talking about the whole planet is going to end, like the whole planet going to blow up. The world that it's talking about is a reign of people. It's talking about their heaven. All right, and their heaven has to end. Look at how these people rule. Okay, let's go to the book of Psalms chapter 120. All right, because we need to be delivered out of these people's hands, man. Lying, thieving, robbing, raping. Hey, these still the same people, man. All right, and they being revealed for who they are in these last days. So this is the book of Psalms chapter 120. All right. The book of Psalms chapter 120, verses 1 to 2. Okay. All right. In my distress, I cried unto the Lord, and he heard me. Okay. Verse 2. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. What did the scripture say? Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. So when we was enslaved to these people, we were enslaved to liars and deceivers. That's why most of our people, we don't even know our history. We don't know nothing before 1619 because they hide it to this day. Okay. Well, when you see the Roman Catholics, all right, when you see that Vatican, in that basement, it has a lot of our history in it, and they don't reveal it. Okay, they're not going to bring that out. These are lying, these are liars, these are deceitful people, man. Okay, and you have to ask, why do they hide our history from us? Because of who we are. That's why they hide our history. That's why we don't know nothing before 1619. Okay, that's why you go to school, they feed you lies instead of the truth. Okay, talking about we come from monkeys and stuff like that. Well, that's not the truth. Give us the truth. All right, the whole truth and nothing but it. But you can't get the truth out of natural born liars, man. Now, you go to school and you learn about their history and not ours. All right. Deliver my soul, O Lord, from lying lips and from a deceitful tongue. Okay, this is talking about them, but we need to be delivered out of these people's hands. Let me go to Psalms 72 real quick. All right, so we're reading the characteristics of this man that's in power. All right. These people even lie to their own people, man. Okay. All these wars that was started, you You know, they got their own people thinking they went to war for a righteous reason. Come to find out, it was a very unrighteous reason. All right, very unrighteous. But it is what it is, man. All right, the book of Psalms, chapter 72, all right, verses 12 to 14. For he shall deliver the needy when he crieth, the poor also, and him that has no helper. He shall spare the poor and needy, and shall save the souls of the needy. Watch this, verse 14. He shall redeem their soul from deceit and violence, and from precious Salakia, and precious shall their blood be in his sight. Okay? All right, it's talking about us. For he shall deliver the needy when he crieth, the poor also, and him that has no helper. Okay, who is the poor? Who is the needy? That's talking about us. All right, and we're poor, we're needy because of the estate that we're in. Okay, the low estate that we're in. Okay, all right. For he shall deliver the needy when he crieth, the poor also, and him that has no helper. And who is him that has no helper? We don't have no helper. We don't have nobody to come to our side. Okay, we don't have an ambassador. Okay, we don't have no alliance with another nation like how these other nations have. They have alliances. Where's our allies? We have none of that. But we got the Lord though, and that's all we need. Okay, that's all the help that we need. We don't need these other nations. These nations, they show who they are. Okay, they don't rock with us. Okay, so we need our Savior. We need our Redeemer. We need our Deliverer. Okay, this is why it's very important to return back to the Most High Yahweh in these last days, man. All right, we need to be saved. All right, from a deceitful tongue. We need to be saved from this violent man. All right, let's read that again. Okay. All right. For he shall deliver the needy when he crieth, the poor also, and him that has no helper. He shall spare the poor and needy, and shall save the souls of the needy. He shall redeem their soul from deceit and violence, and precious shall their blood be in his sight. Okay, precious shall their blood be in his sight. All right. All right. I'm being Psalms for a little bit because yes, it's describing this man. It's describing this wicked man, man, that we need to be saved from. All right, let's go to Psalms chapter 140. Okay. Okay, the book of Psalms chapter 140, all right, verses 1 to 5. And it reads, Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who hath purpose to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. Okay? All right, once again. All right? Who do we need to be delivered from? All right, starting from the top. Deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. And who is this evil and violent man? Okay? None other than Esau. Okay? All right? Okay, who is called the wicked? Okay? Who is called the violent man? Who is called the evil man? All right? All right, the proud. Okay, these are his names. All right, the devil. Okay, this is him, man. All right, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Okay, which imagine evil in their heart. Continually, watch this. Continually are they gathered together for war. What man do you know that's running the earth that's evil and violent? And every time you turn around, he's continuously at war. Every time you turn around. Okay, this is him. All right, continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. All right, this is the serpent that the Bible is speaking about. All right, this was the serpent in the garden. Okay. All right. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. All right, there go that word wicked again. Okay. All right. All right, who's running the earth? The wicked. All right, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man, who have purpose to overthrow my goings. All right, and they got purpose to overthrow our goings, man. Okay, this is what they do. They set the traps for us. All right, everything they do, they set us up to, for our failure, man. All right, this man ain't your friend at all. Okay, all right, you can't make this up. Drugs in the neighborhood, guns in the neighborhood. Got us rapping about killing each other. Okay, but this is what they do, man. Running these record labels, man. They even run BET. Okay, and encourage our people, okay, to keep doing how they doing, keep rapping how they rapping about our women. You know, this is what they encourage us to do. Rap about degrading our women. You know, constant videos with our sisters, they booty shaking, they booty out. Yeah, these are the people that's behind the scenes pulling the strings. It's done. Okay, this is what they do. They set the traps for us. Also, we can fail. All right. Also, we can go out living our life like how these rappers live and get locked up and be put in a prison, which they run also. They run the prison houses also. Okay, we got to be saved and delivered out of the hands of these people, man. All right. Okay, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. Verse 5, the proud, they go that word proud, okay? They always talking about they proud of how the nation is, man. Even with all the evil, all the violence. What kind of people will be proud of that? Well, the wicked, the evil, and the violent men. All right? Okay? All right, and we find out who these people are, man. And the scriptures are very clear in these last days. All right? The proud have hit a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah. They set gins for us, man. They set traps. That's what they do. Okay, that's never going to change, man. Don't ever think a change is going to come. You be fool to even think a change is going to come. Has a change come yet? Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go to Psalms chapter 55. All right, the book of Psalms chapter 55, all right, verses 20 to 21, okay? He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, okay? All right, another MO of them, okay? He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with them. He has broken his covenant. Yeah. So just like our people that was already here, okay, Gad that was already here over here in what's the scriptures called Arsarif, but you know they call it America today. Okay, this man befriended our people who was already here, made a covenant with them, you know, made them feel at ease. Okay, and broke the covenant that was with them. Matter of fact, this man has broken many covenants. Okay, matter of fact, let me look that up real quick. How many covenants, how many treaties this man broke? All right, let me see. Let's see real quick. All right, because I think he broke over 500 treaties. Okay, this man is not to be trusted, man. Matter of fact, let's just go to that. Yeah, let's see. Look at that. That's crazy. It says, how many treaties has the U.S. broken with native tribes? All right, talking about our people that was here. Okay, watch this. The U.S. government signed over 500 treaties with Native American tribes between 1778 and 1871. And virtually all of these treaties were violated, broken, or altered by the U.S. government for land expansion, resource acquisition, or political goals, with some estimates suggesting that nearly every single one was broken to some degree, leading to significant land loss and broken promises for indigenous peoples. You can't mess that up. The U.S. government signed over 500 treaties, and these people broke every last one of them. This is why this man got to go. This why this liar, this why this thief, this why this deceitful man, he has to go. Okay? This is why his world has to end. These are the people that we got ruling over us, man. Okay? Murderers, rapers, thugs. You see what Trump has did? That's a thug, man. That's a thug that's in the White House right now. Okay, and these are the same people. That's why they gotta go, man. Okay? The book of Psalms, chapter 55, verses 20 to 21. He has put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Okay? All right, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter. All right, speaking to our people, you know, that was already over here, real smooth. All right, real cool, real calm, you know, and our people trusting him. You know what I mean? They let their guard down, and that's when these people, you know, they brung out their swords. They brung out their guns and start killing our people. All right, this is the MO of this man. That's what he does. Okay? Listen, man. I'm excited about his rulership coming to an end. Okay? I'm excited about his heaven coming to an end. Okay, the bad guy gotta go, man. He's been bad for too long. Okay, we need a righteous rulership. We need a government that rules this earth in righteousness. All right, this is the kingdom of heaven that's coming, man. This is what you want. You want this world to end. Okay? We want the people that's running this world to come out of rulership because they have done nothing, okay, righteous with their rulership. Constant diseases everywhere. Come on, man. All right, some of our people, you want this world to keep going the way it is. That's not good. That's sick. That's a sick mentality. They want the world that we live in to keep running. This world gotta come to an end, man. It is what it is, man. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk, and this should be my last one. All right. Esau got to go, man. Constant bloodshed, hanging us on trees. Okay. I can't get over how they actually use babies as alligator bait. I can never get over that. I can never get over that. Lock the youngins inside this dormitory room. Set the room on fire. I believe about 21 of them died. Okay. These people are some evil people, man. Okay. This the evil and violent man that the scriptures is talking about. All right. And their judgment is definitely coming on them, man, for what they did. All right. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. All right. And I'm going to start from verses 4 to 13. Okay. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. So this man is a proud man. He's proud of all the evil and the wickedness that he has done. And the soul and the spirit that's in him is not upright in him. This man is not right at all. Something is wrong with this man that's running the earth. Okay. All right. And you can tell that by his history unto this day. All right. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. All right. Who is the just? The just will be us, the righteous. Okay. Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. Who enlarges his desire is hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay? Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. This is the proud. Neither keepeth at home. Okay? All right, neither keepeth at home. This man is always in another nation's business. Always trying to tell another nation what to do and what they not supposed to do. Okay? This man is everywhere on the earth. Neither keepeth at home. Ain't even deal with his own home, but always in another nation's business, trying to deal with their home and trying to tell them what to do and how they should run their nation. Just like how you in Venezuela right now. Like, who the hell is you? You ain't even running America right, but you in Venezuela. How you in Venezuela trying to run their government right when your own government ain't right and ain't never been right? Okay? All right? Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell. This man is a thief, man. Okay? And is as death, and he is as death. Everywhere this man go, he needs a trail of death. Okay? All right, just like what you got on the stands right now. You got cigarettes, you got tobacco. Okay? Even though these people got a warning sign on the tobacco products, okay, it's still death. How the hell you sit there and you talk about how the Venezuelans bringing drugs over here and it's killing people, fentanyl, this and that, but you got tobacco products on the shelves, and how much tobacco killed? How much of that kill each people a year? Matter of fact, let me look that up. How much does tobacco products kill people? How much, man? Let me see something real quick. How many people tobacco? Watch this. Let me see something. Look at this, right? Look at this, man. You listen. This man is a hypocrite, man. Okay, this is why he has to go, man. And I'm gonna read chapter 20, verses 5 as well. Okay, so this man talking about drugs coming into America and how fentanyl and how all this stuff killing people, and he got tobacco on the shelves. Let's read how many people tobacco killed. All right, each year. All right, Salakia. Globally. No. I don't want to hear no globally. I don't want to hear globally. I want to hear the United States, because globally it's saying 8 million. Okay, I want to hear the United States. Let's deal with the U.S. Let me see something real quick. I don't want to hear globally. In the U.S. Okay. All right. So globally, it said 8 million. But check this out. This is the United States. Smoking causes over 480,000 deaths annually in the U.S., including about 41,000 from secondhand smoke, making it the leading cause of preventable death, with figures suggesting around 1 in 5 U.S. deaths are linked to smoking or secondhand smoke exposure. Come on, man. I ain't even got to go no further. But this man talking about another nation. You ain't even dealing with home. This man is a hypocrite, man. Talking about he trying to save people. Imagine that. These people are as death. Just like the scripture just said. Okay? And is as death. All right? And Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 5. All right? Smoking causes over 480,000 deaths annually in the U.S. So with that number alone, you would think that they would take tobacco products off of the shelves, right? I mean, it causes death, dickhead. So what are you doing, you hypocrite? That don't make no sense. And see, that's why you know it's always another agenda, man. When you see these people running up in nations like that, this man ain't trying to prevent no death. He is death. Let me go to Job chapter 20 real quick. All right, I'm gonna go back to Habakkuk. You can't make this up, man. This man is being revealed, all right, for who he is in these last days, man. All right, watch this. The book of Job, chapter 20, verses 5. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll start from verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Okay? That the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Who is this wicked? Who is this hypocrite? Well, it's talking about Esau, the so-called white man. All right, he's the wicked. He's a hypocrite. Everything he do is hypocritical, man. All right, just like what we just read. Talking about he trying to save people. Fentanyl all this, fentanyl all that, but you got cigarettes, you got tobacco products on the shelves. He's a hypocrite, man. You got to go. Okay, his time is short, man. All right, and that's a good thing. Okay, his triumphing is short. All right, okay, his reign is coming to an end, man. All right, it's only going to be but for a short moment. All right, it is what it is. Okay, all right, back at Habakkuk chapter 2. Okay, and I'm gonna start at all right, back at 5. Okay, who enlarges his desire is hell and is as death and cannot be satisfied. This man ain't satisfied, man. All right, all the bloodshed, he still keep killing. Okay. All right, all the evil plots and scheme, he just keep going on. He doesn't stop. All right, he ain't satisfied, man. Okay, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. What do we do? But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Okay, stole our people. We're still in this man's hands. We never been freed. Okay, all right. Still in different lands, just like how they got the land of Puerto Rico. You know, our people over there in Puerto Rico, you know, which is the tribe of Ephraim, they think they free. When this man runs Puerto Rico, if you so free, why does he run Puerto Rico? Why does the white man run Puerto Rico? Why don't you have your own government? Okay, we're not free. All right, this man is a thief. He's a liar. Okay, it is what it is, man. Just like Jamaica. Okay, who was running Jamaica? Okay, England. All right, or the British. All right, I believe. Okay, who was that? The so-called white man. This is their MO. It is what it is. But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Okay? Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. So this man increased everything that's not his. Everything that he got. Even America, even the land of America, even the people that he enslaved. Okay? Which is us. We're not his. Okay? Destruction is coming to this man. Okay? All right? Woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Okay? All right, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right, verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and await that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them? Okay, all right, so these nations and stuff, they're going to gather against this man. All right, the Lord is putting a spirit on these people to gather up against him. All right, and take this man out. All right, verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Okay, listen, he's gonna get paid back for everything that he did, man. All right, you spoiled us, we're gonna spoil you. Okay, you put us in captivity, we're gonna put you into captivity. All right, this is written, man. It is what it is. Okay, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. All right, and also these nations that he spilled their blood, they're going to spill his blood too. Okay, verse 9. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil, which they're not going to be delivered from the power of evil, because he has done none, brung nothing but evil to his house. His whole nation, his whole house started off, all right, by evil. Okay, all right, and we reap what we sow. So he sowed evil. Okay, this is what's going to come to his house, evil. Okay, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house. All right, and we all know how America was established. Okay, all right, off of wickedness. All right, evil, violence. Okay, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. For the stone shall cry out of the wall, and the beam out of the timber shall answer it. Watch this, verse 12. All right. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. How was America established? Okay. All right. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish a city by iniquity. Okay, and that's how America was built. And these people think they got away with that. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, your time is coming to an end. This is what's going to happen. This is how America going to end. Okay, all right. The same way it started is the same way it's going to end. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish Salaki, and establish a city by iniquity. All right, America started off on bloodshed. It's going to end in bloodshed. All right, it is what it is. Verse 13. Behold, is it not the Lord of hosts, that the people shall labor in their very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? Okay, I butchered that. Let me read that again. Behold, is it not the Lord of hosts, that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. All right, and that's what's going on right now, man. All right, we at the end of this man's reign. Okay, the Lord is pouring his spirit on his prophets right now, man. That's why we coming out like that. All right, it's like water; it just don't stop. Okay, all right, and we bringing out these scriptures, how they're supposed to be brought out. You know, bringing out the characteristics of this man that's running the earth. Okay, for who he is. Okay, all right, we're revealing his MO. Okay, and he has to be revealed in his time. All right, this is his time right now for him to be revealed. Okay, all right, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, is the devil. Okay, all right, is the evil and violent man. Okay, is the proud, is the serpent that the Bible is speaking about, and their world is coming to an end. All right, and this is a good thing. All right, this is a very good thing. All right, overprove my point. Okay, giving all honor and praises to the Most High Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus. All right, Shalom, Israel. Hope you was edified. Shalom.